Hey guys, it's your girl Nosh. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is healthy and safe. Hope everyone is working on their shadow sides. Hope everyone is going within to heal. Hope everyone is, looking in the mirror and understanding who they really are. And if something needs to be changed, I hope that, you are changing. We're going to talk a little bit about the power of the tongue, okay? As you know, as we all know, there are some spiritual people that have the power of the tongue. And when I say the power of the tongue, I'm simply talking about, I call them casters. When you're a caster, it's basically simple. Whatever you say happens. This is why it's very important to be kind to everybody, to be considerate, to be respectful, to have manners. Whether you like someone or not, if you don't like someone, just stay away from that person. And vice versa. If you don't like someone or they don't like you, it's best to just stay away, because you may not know that this person can be a caster. This person can have the power of the tongue. And again, the power of the tongue is saying things into existence, speaking things into existence. And some spiritual people have this ability and this gift. So before you decide to go attack someone, it's it's best to know if this person has this ability or not, because you piss off the wrong people and you hurt them and you do something to them, they can ruin your fucking life. And you're gonna be like, well, how can they ruin my life? Easy, by speaking. Speaking. This responsibility goes to both teams, the person who has the power of the tongue and the person who is pissing off the person with the power of tongue. Like how I'm telling you guys to stay away from certain people. But I'm also saying that if you have the power of tongue, you have the power of casting, you also have to be careful, because once you get pissed off, all that stuff that comes out of your mouth, yeah, that might hurt an individual, literally. I've met a few people like that, where they have spoken things because they've been angry at someone, because someone angered them, and next thing you know, the person they spoke these things over, that's it. They're done. They're done. You know what I mean? So it's basically like that. It's going back to that rule. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Bottom line is, leave people the fuck alone. Just leave people alone. Stay in your own lane. Mind your business. If it's not affecting you, leave it the fuck alone. But I know there's some people out there that live in this delusion and believe that everything affects them. Then those people need to really, how I started the video with, please go in and change yourself. You have to understand that not everything is about you. So if someone is not speaking to you, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Leave them alone. I think the biggest problem is that we face in this world is that if someone doesn't want to talk to you, you get all bent out of shape. Good. Don't talk to me. It's actually peaceful if you don't talk to me. That's how I feel. Like, please go away. Yes, we don't need to talk. But you have to understand that the reason why I'm saying this is because there's a lot that goes on and people don't understand it. That the reason why maybe your life is going through shit right now is because you probably said or did something to someone and they went and they prayed to God. And now the reason why you're going through all of this is because God's like, why are you bothering my child? Why? My child didn't do anything to you. And you're over there gossiping about my child. You're over there judging my child. You're creating hate for my child. And then you wonder why shit isn't working for you. Why? Because the person with the power of tongue went and spoke to God. And that's another way you can understand this ability that some people have. Some people have the ability to talk to God and for God to listen quickly. While Other people are on hold in line waiting for their number to come up. You know, like when you call certain numbers and they tell you, your wait time is 20 minutes. Would you like to stay on the line or would you like us to call you back? That's how it works, guys. I don't know if you know that whatever goes on earth is exactly what goes on in heaven and whatever else you believe. As above, so below. So there's some people out there that have the ability to call God's attention and be like, God, such and such did this, this, and that to me. And they made me feel like this, and that. And then you wonder why. It's raining in your life now. Because you went out of your way to bother someone who wasn't bothering anybody. That's one example. The other example I want to give you is that some people are manifesting generators. Manifesting generators are dangerous people because they manifest everything around them. They probably even manifested you. And they probably manifested everything in your life just by you being around them. I'm going to say it again. Manifesting generators are dangerous people. Because if they feel a certain way about you, either things are going to work for you or they're not going to work for you. Because there's some people in this world that are so gifted in the sense that are so loved by their spirit guides and their ancestors and gods and angels and then the creator, right? AKA God. That you have to be careful that these people are literally born to manifest for other people. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? No? I have a feeling some of you are not wrapping your head around this. There are some individuals that are born with the gift to pray for others, to call down things for others. You piss that person off, you bother that person, you gossip, you talk shit, you become violent with this person. And people, normally these people are lighthearted individuals. They have clear intentions, clear hearts, clear conscience. Why? Because their vessel is made for that. Their vessel is literally made to pray for others, to heal others, to bring down things for others. And instead of giving this person love, and respect, you're over here knocking them and talking about them. And then you wonder why things aren't working for you. So number one rule, stop talking shit about people. Stop judging others. That's why this goes back to that. What another person is doing is none of your business. How another person is living is none of your business. How much they're making is none of your business. How they're dressing, what they're doing. When you realize that, this is the biggest enlightenment you will discover. You will also discover how peaceful your own life will become and how much more abundance your life will basically be showered upon. You will get more abundance if you keep your mouth shut and your intentions clean. But if you're sitting there being jealous of someone, talking about them, having, vile thoughts in your head about other individuals, then don't cry when things don't work for you. You want to know if your life is good? Look at it. Look at it. Are you constantly having problems? I feel like a commercial right now. Are you constantly having problems? Are you constantly facing bad luck? Are you constantly seeing that nothing in your life works? Stop talking shit about people. Stop having ill intentions in your heart. When you stop this and only worry about yourself and only your creator, and you go to your creator and you pray to your creator and you try to hop on the light wagon, things will clear up. But if you are constantly throwing hexes because someone stopped talking to you, you're constantly throwing black magic because someone looks better than you or someone is doing better than you, yeah, it'll work for a little bit, but you will pay the price. And I know there's some people out there who don't believe in that paying price thing. I feel bad for you because you know what? Somewhere in your timeline, you will pay the price of what you conjured up. You will pay it. And for the people that are ignorant, who say, no, I don't pay anything, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And you think you're so justified in what you're doing. You have to understand, when you bring that case up to God and you let God handle it, that's when things take off for you. Because the number one thing we're taught is not to take matters, especially judgment, in our own hands. Now here you are, you take it in your own hands, you go and you do a jar of this, and I wanted to say a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt. Anyways, you make jars, you do hexes, you do spell works, this and that. All right, fine. If that's what you want to do, okay, fine. But do you really think that's what the universe wants you to do? I don't think so. I think the universe is basically teaching you a lesson. If this life is a lesson, so someone does you bad, that's a lesson. You retaliate, you're missing the purpose of your lesson. When someone does you bad, you are simply to move yourself away from them. Deny access energy. Access to energy is denied. You keep engaging with them. And when I say engaging with them, do not tell me, oh, I don't talk to them anymore. I've blocked them. I've done this. Okay, valid. But you're still thinking about them. You're still feeling hostile towards them. One important thing I learned was when you hear someone's name and your face cringed, that's still engaging with them. You have to come to a place that even when you hear this person's name, you don't feel anything. You're unaffected because why? You've denied access to their energy. The reason why they're making you cringe, the reason why they're making you feel a certain way is because you are still giving into their energy. I'll give you an example because I love doing this. There's many people out there that probably don't like me, and you guys hear me say this all the time. I don't care. Them liking me is their problem, not mine. That is a lesson they have to learn from, not me. The lesson I learned is not to talk to them anymore. When they showed me who they were, I packed my bags and moved away. I don't think about them. I don't care for them. Which brings me back to the meme I put up on my TikTok. You think I got beef with you? I personally don't even care about you. The only person you're beefing with at that point is yourself. Because me, I'm not even playing the game anymore. Because there's sometimes people pop into my head that I haven't thought about in a while. And you know what I think of? I hope they're okay. And I just let it go. I don't go and stalk their profile. I don't go and look them up. You know what? They need to live their lives. They need to learn their lesson. And I hope they're learning their lesson. My lesson is to let go. To not engage. Do you guys hear me? I'm going to repeat it again. Do not engage in any activity that connects you with someone that is not for you. Another beautiful thing you can say every day is, all those things and people, places and feelings and contracts and emotions and cycles and timelines and times and spaces and other dimensions and other parallel universes that no longer align to me, no longer have access to me. This way you'll pull yourself away from anything that is not aligned for you. And then you start becoming aligned with the things that are for you. Once you do that, you'll realize that even the feelings you feel for your enemy will dissipate. You won't feel anything. An enemy won't even be an enemy no more because you'll feel indifferent towards them. And then the enemy title over that person's head won't even exist. And here you passed, you move forward, move on to the next level. A lot of these people were put into your life for you to be held back. So if you're still sitting there hating on someone and being jealous of someone and all that low vibration stuff, then you need to change. You need to change. You need to change your thinking. You need to change your feeling. That other person doesn't need to do anything because that other person is not you. It's not your problem. You are your own problem. Your feelings are your own problem. The way you think is your own problem. Like I tell people, there are many people out there that probably have different stories of myself in their head. They have different narrations of who I am, what I do, running in their head. And guess what? That is not my business. That is not my problem. How do I live in such peace? Because I really don't care what anybody else thinks about me or feels about me. Because that is not my responsibility. My responsibility is to show up every day in my story, in the character that I was given to play. And that's what I do. I move along. You don't want to talk to me? That's fine. We have a miscommunication, a misunderstanding, and we stop talking? That's fine. Maybe this is what was meant to be. I don't fight against it. I don't go and look up things like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Or I wonder if they're still thinking about me. I wonder if they're still talking about me. Let them talk. God will handle it. Your spirit guides will handle it. Your ancestors will handle it. Once you start living in peace, you literally wake up every day and you are in peace. You're happy. That's all you need to worry about. Stop worrying about the other people. If you have doubts of somebody that's in your circle, that you feel that, oh, this person is jealous of you, this person is talking behind your back, 9 times out of 10, that's your intuition speaking to you, and you're probably correct. When this happens to me, it's usually correct. I move myself away. I distance myself. Very simple. Distance yourself. You don't need to give an explanation. And when they ask you, you could just be like, I'm busy, which you are. You're busy distancing yourself. Listen to your intuition, okay? Listen to your intuition. Because you have to understand, some of these people that you're so worried about, right? That you're so jealous of, that you want what they have, might be people who have the power of the tongue. And if they go and start talking to God about how you've been bothering them, you know, because I'm like that. I talk to God. I don't talk to humans. I don't. When it comes to problems, when it comes to what's really in my heart, I go talk to God about it. I talk to my spirit guides and my ancestors. I don't talk to people because what is a human going to do for me? Nothing. The one that's really going to make the change is my creator. My creator, my support team is going to help me. So I plead my case to my creator. And then after that, whatever my creator does, along with the help of my ancestors and my spirit team, has nothing to do with me. I'm a child who went and complained to mommy. Mommy, she bothered me and she made me hurt and she made me cry. Can you please tell her to stop doing that? I literally don't do nothing to her. I don't even think about her. I don't even care for her. The creator, aka my mommy, right? Because the creator is your mother, your father. It's who created you. It's like, well, my child is minding its business. You're over here provoking my child. Okay, you know what? Now I'm going to take care of you. Because what can the creator do that humans can't do? See everything. So when you think you're hiding in the corner in the dark doing something, that is when the creator is really watching you. Like, what are you hiding over there? Now I'm really interested. What are you doing? And since the creator is omnipresent and can be in places in more than one place at more than one time, I really don't think that there's anybody bigger than that. Anybody more powerful than the creator. Okay, the creator can watch 50 people at one time and be able to see what everyone is doing, especially if they're doing it in the dark. And the creator will take care of it. And for those of you who are going to complain to the creator and you're saying, oh, well, I want them to suffer from this and this and that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. You're only knocking your own blessings because the creator is looking at you like, ew, I created you. Why are you doing this? You're supposed to have faith in me. Just come tell me what they're doing. Don't tell me what you want to happen to them. Because you'll notice when you want karma to come visit someone, karma don't go. Karma be looking at you like, don't tell me what to do. This is how I feel. I see karma in my head. Don't tell me what to do. I'll move when I want to move. And now that you want it so bad, guess what? I'm not going over there to bother them. You'll notice that karma hits people when you no longer care. So, because I know there's people out there, I know people listening to this message out there that be like, oh, I can't wait till she get her karma. I can't wait to da-da-da-da-da. She ain't gonna get it because you keep saying that. You're the one who's stopping that person from getting their karma because you care too much. The whole point of the game is let a person do you wrong and you walk away and don't worry about it. Because you not worrying about it is showing the universe that you have trust and faith in the universe, aka the creator, God the Almighty. But no, if you sitting there hung up on who's gonna get their karma and who's not gonna get their karma, you're gonna be waiting forever. And maybe next lifetime they'll get their karma, because next lifetime you won't remember shit. Your mind will be completely erased and blank. And that's when that person will get their karma. Stop wishing bad on people, whether they did you bad or not. That's not what you're made for, especially if you're a spiritual individual. Especially if you're a starseed. You know, they love using that word starseed. They love using the word light worker. They love using the word healer. But true starseeds, light workers, and healers, we don't wish bad on anybody. We mind our business. We don't even care, to be honest with you. You cursed us out 5 minutes later, we really don't even care. We go back to doing what we were doing. But there's some of you who sit there and drag it and live on it. And every day you wake up wanting someone's destruction. And then you wonder why this person is not being destroyed. Because you care too damn much. Instead of caring about them, you should have been caring about yourself. Like, okay, it happened. You had a disagreement. You had some words exchanged. Okay, now let it go. Now you want to go home and you want to do this and you want to do that and you want to make sure that this person suffers. The only one suffering is going to be you. This is a lesson of letting go. Once you know how to let go and let the universe do what it needs to do, basically kind of like just get out of the universe's way, please. You really want someone to suffer? Live a peaceful life. Your living in peace will be the suffering that this person will see and just break apart. But you sitting there wanting someone's suffering is going to block you from living in peace. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, instead of you living your days and running through daisy fields and sunflower fields, you're too busy standing there looking at the sunflower field like, I hope she's stressed. I hope she's this. I hope she's that. I hope she's getting pimples. I hope she's gaining weight. I hope she's losing money. I hope she's doing this. I hope she's doing that. You life just passed you by. All the beautiful moments just passed you by. Your child just started walking and you didn't even realize it. You know, the rainbow came out and you ignored it because you were so busy thinking about someone who's not the main character of your story. You're the main character of your story. How about this one? Stop making other people main characters of your story. You're the main character. And you know, when you do that, when you plot suffering on someone, when you plot hexes on someone, when you plot evil, malicious thoughts for someone, you're only creating your own suffering. Yeah. So how do you know if you're living in peace? Look around you. Do you have peace? Are you living in peace? Or are you living in turmoil because of someone else? Then you want to go do whatever it is that you want to do because you're stubborn and you don't listen and you just have to have your way because this is what are you, a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum? Is your frontal lobe not developed yet that you still have to think that way? Because I have some 4th graders that I teach, and you got to hear them sometimes. I had one 4th grader say to me, why does she have a mask and I don't? We were doing Mardi Gras masks, right? And she came in a little late. And by the time, she came in, whatever, it was like an after school program. She came in a little late. We were already done with making the Mardi Gras masks and, we put the supplies away. And this girl comes in and she's throwing a tantrum. I want to make one. She's a child, it's forgiven. In the fourth grader, how old are they? They're young. They're kids. So we brought the supplies back out, and we sat down and we helped her make one. But we taught her, it's just because you don't get your way, you don't need to throw a tantrum. Oh, but it's not fair. There's a lot of things in life that are not going to be fair, sweet pea. You just have to learn to roll with the punches and find a different way to approach things. Like if she would have said to me, listen, I want to make a mask too, but I see everyone has one and I don't have one. Can I make one? Oh, absolutely. Let's go. Let's make you one. Nope. She looked around the class. Ooh, everyone's making a mask. How come I'm not making one? And I just looked at her like, oh God, here we go. Oh God, here we go. I said to my colleague, just bring the box out. Bring the box out. We gotta. It's Friday. I don't want to hear this today. I don't want to hear this. Just bring the box out. And as we're doing the mask, I'm talking to her like, hey, next time, we're not going to do this. We're not going to stomp our feet and get all upset because everyone's doing something that you're not. All you have to do is ask, can I do this? Without the extra antics. She said, okay, miss. Okay, ma'am. That's fine. She learned a life lesson. She learned that by throwing a tantrum, you don't get what you want. You make it harder for yourself. She was snot running out the nose, eyes all red now and puffy, and she probably, put herself through emotional turmoil just because she walked into class and saw all her friends making a mask, but everything was done already. Technically, it's her parents' fault. They dropped her off late. It's not my problem. But even with that, still work through it, because it's a child. But when you're an adult and your frontal lobe has grown, right? It's matured. You can't do that shit no more. You can't throw a tantrum because somebody bought a house that you wanted or somebody married the man that you wanted. It was not meant to be. Because I see this a lot. Somebody dates somebody and then they break up with them and that person goes and dates someone else and gets married to someone else. Then you have this ex that's like throwing curses and hexes and blah, blah, blah and speaking ill on someone else's relationship. And then the ex wonder why she's still single. You wishing bad on somebody else. Of course it's going to come back to you. Like I have an incident where I was dating someone and his best friend was in love with him. I think you hear me talking about this story a lot. So I think I've mentioned it a few times. The reason why I bring this story up is because don't be like that girl. She is so in love with that boy that she sabotages every relationship that boy gets into. Then it happened with me when I started dating him and she started sabotaging it. You know what I did? I broke the fuck up with him and just left him alone. Because if he's not smart enough to see what she's doing, then he's not smart enough to be with me. Make sense? I wasn't like, nope. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to save this one. I'm going to save him from her. I'm going to help him understand what's going on. No, he's dumb. He's dumb. Why hasn't he cut her off? Because he likes the attention she gives him. He allows her to sabotage shit. If he really understood the program, he would cut her the fuck off. And now you're going to be like, well, he probably doesn't know. Oh, no, he knows. He knows because him and I sat down and had this conversation and he even mentioned it. Every time I get a girlfriend or if I start talking to someone, she acts like this. And I said to him, I was like, and you allow her to act like this? Like I literally said to him, why don't you just block her? Just stop talking to her. Oh, she'll show up at my house. What the fuck kind of connection you have with her that she'll show up at your house if you block her? See that? Guys, you got to learn how to read in between the lines. And there's some people you need to stay away from. Just stay away from some people. But going back to what I was saying, the power of the tongue is very important. Be aware of people of power of the tongue. Be aware of casters. Because you hurt them enough. Don't cry when you get a shitstorm in your life. But if you love them enough and you care for them enough genuinely, you'll have nothing but blessings coming into your life. Now, you're gonna probably think of it like, oh wait, so the power of the tongue people, the caster people, they're people who, like, if I'm nice to them, good things will happen to me. Like, what if they're mean to me? First of all, these people won't be mean. These people know who they are, and they handle that responsibility really well. Like, they make sure that they don't engage with people that make them say things that they shouldn't. Like, they're slow to anger. They don't go around people that have negative like energy around them. These people are really smart. So these people are also the same people that see things in life and in the world. Like, say, I'll give you an example. They'll be driving to work and they'll see someone with a flat tire, right? They'll pray for them and be like, oh, I hope that person, gets that flat tire taken care of and gets to work on time or gets to their destination on time. These are the same people who see an ambulance and be like, oh my God, I hope whoever is in that ambulance is okay. I hope they recover quickly. If they see an animal, like, a dead animal on the street, on the highway, as they're driving by, they look at that carcass of that animal and they pray for that animal. Like, you know what, God, I hope that whatever your mission was with this poor little animal's life has been completed, and this animal can come back into a better life. You saw that? You heard that? Oh, I love it. I love it when things like that happen. This is because we're hitting something deep. The more you pray for others, the better your life will be. The more you give on to others, the more love you share with others, the better your life will be. So now, if you have an enemy and you constantly pray for that enemy, like, you know what? This is not my enemy. This is a person who's just gone stray off the path. They're too consumed in their own feelings and their emotions, and that's why they're behaving this way. You know what, God? I ask that you please show them the light. I ask that you please help them figure this out. Now, two things will happen. God will either show them the light the easy way, depending on who that person is that you're praying for, or God will show them experiences in their life that will make them change. And some of these experiences are not promised to be easy experiences. Some of these experiences are harsh wake-up calls. That's why you got to be careful who the fuck you offend. Because you sit there thinking about, it's all about you and why this person talked to you this way and why that person talked to you that way. It has nothing to do with you. That person was just an experience to see how you would react to that. What is going to be your karma? How are you going to respond? Are you going to respond from love? Or are you going to respond from hate? You respond from love, you get more love. You respond from hate, that's exactly what you're going to cultivate. So if someone fucks you over, let it go. Trust me, there's many people that fucked me over. Many people. The worst of the worst. What you tell me, whatever list you put in the comments, won't even fucking compare to how I've been fucked over. And you know what? I let it go. I say, you know what? It's okay. It's fine. I'm just not going to deal with this person anymore. And I don't. Done. And those of you who are watching my video, some of you are probably people that I stopped talking to. Do I talk to you? No. Do I message you? No. Do I reach out to you? No. Do I want you in my life? No. You showed me who the fuck you were, and that was enough for me to understand to move the fuck on. This is why when I speak from experience. The more hate you harbor in your heart, the more weight you're putting on yourself. So it's best to just let it go. So this way you don't fuck up and say shit to the person who really didn't do anything to you. Because you're so worried about me. And technically to the people that, that are watching this video, who sneak and watch my videos to see what's going on with me. Yes, please stop it. Stop with the whole me thing. Like, at this point, you shouldn't even be watching my videos. You should be living your life. Like, go do your thing. Why are you so obsessed with me? Mariah Carey, why are you so obsessed with me? Anyways, maybe that's their lesson. Maybe I'm a lesson to those people. Like, stop obsessing with her so much. That's why shit ain't working for you. But anyways, that's the message I have for you today. I hope it helps. I hope you apply it. I hope it resonates. What I'm basically trying to say is, clear your heart of anything that'll weigh it down, especially low vibrational shit. Again, please don't hit me up with that whole, oh, but I feel justified in what I do. You may feel justified, but God may not feel the same way. Because God probably saw you doing something that's probably like, I don't know about that. But yet you pointing a finger at someone else. Because a lot of times when people throw hexes and magic spells and basically, wish ill intent on people, they do it because they feel justified. The real justification is for you to go to God and be like, God, this is what happened. And I don't know, maybe I'm wronger now, but can you please help me see the correction in this? That is very humbling. That is very sovereign. But if you're like, well, she did this to me and she did that to me, now I'm going to make her hair fall out and I'm going to do this to her and I'm going to do that for her. God's laughing at you, right? God will let you do what you want to do, but then don't cry when your own hair starts falling out. Don't cry when you become pimply Lil. Sorry, I was laughing at my own jokes. I don't know if you guys remember Rugrats from a long time ago. Like in the 90s, they had this show called Rugrats. It was about these little babies that used to run around and talk with each other. And then one of them always used to pick his boogers, and they called him Boogery Lil. And what made me think of Pimply Lil. Pimply Phil. Anyways, guys, just be happy. Fuck everything else. Fuck the world. Just bring peace into your life. And the main reason you'll bring peace into your life is just by being happy and not worrying about what other people say or do, okay? And then this way, you'll stay away from people who have the power of the tongue. You'll stay away from people who are casters. Because if you harbor no hate in your heart and you're genuinely just being you, they'll be able to see it, because that's another ability a caster or a person with power of tongue has. What the ability a manifesting generator has is the authenticity to see the genuinity in someone. Like don't be fake and going up to people that you think is a manifesting generator and be like, hi, how you doing? I like your hair. They'll know. Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Stop trying to get close to these people, because they'll know. If you genuinely connect with them and you genuinely run into them and you genuinely become friends with them, it's fine. Because the power these people hold is just beautiful. Like, their love protects you. Their kindness will protect you from anything bad coming to you. But soon as you move out from underneath them and you disrespect them, you hurt them in any kind of way, it gets taken away. So like, you ever been with someone and you notice that only good things happen when you were with this person, and when you got into a fight with this person and you moved away from them, bad things started happening, like flat tires, losing your job, more issues and more problems? Yeah, because that person was probably protecting you or stopping bad energy from hitting you, because that person was probably a caster, a healer, a person who was probably a manifesting generator, a person who probably had power of the tongue. And because they had an affection for you, they probably felt genuinely something for you, and they covered you with their love. Like, going back to Harry Potter and Lily. Lily's love is what protected Harry Potter. Because you have to understand, love is the most strongest magic in the world. The love of a mother protected her son from he who shall not be named. Oh, fuck him. Lord Voldemort. How many times did Lord Voldemort try to kill Harry? No, Lily's love protected him, especially that one time. And it even left a scar. If you know Harry Potter, you know Harry Potter. That's how you could tell I'm a millennial. Harry Potter! Harry Potter! Think about it for a second. That's true right there. So a lot of these people with power of the tongue, or yeah, as we call them, apostle tongue. Not really getting to Harry Potter. Oh my God. Anyways, most of these people are also considered prophets. Like, they're able to foresee things. They're able to feel things that other people can't, see things that other can't. And any one of these people who is using their authority in the wrong way, they will get theirs. But most of them are genuine. Most of them are authentic. Most of them are peace and loving. Don't fuck with these people. Leave them the fuck alone. Because if you do and bad shit starts happening, please don't go crying. Because you called it on your own. Like, if you know someone has the power of the tongue and you are up in their face like, oh, I want this and I want this and I want that. They know. They know. And you know what? Whatever you want is not going to happen. You know why? Because it doesn't work with you telling them what you want. It works with their heartstrings being moved for you. Like if you're in a situation and they feel really, really like sympathetic towards you, they'll wish for you to get out of that situation and it'll happen. But it has to happen for them. They have to feel moved. Some people create things and cast spells because of the emotions that they feel. So when these people feel angry emotions towards you, I would want to run away. I would want to run away because you don't know what wrath is coming after that. So please stop walking this earth ignorant and arrogant, thinking that you're bigger and badder than everybody else. We're all the same here. The only thing that we're looking for is love and respect from each other. And if you don't have any to offer, stay the fuck out of the way then. Okay? All right? That's your message. I love you guys. Please stay healthy. Please, please, please look within yourself before you point a finger at someone else.